Due to recording at a distance, we experienced sound issues for several weeks when the COVID-19 pandemic began. This made it difficult to hear Kate's closing moments at the end of each episode. What you are about to listen to is a re-recorded closing moment with better sound quality. Thank you for listening.
As always, start by just finding a comfortable position. This can be sitting, standing, laying down, whatever feels good to you and to your body right now. Just something that you can kind of relax into and be comfortable doing for the next few minutes. Now we're going to tune into our breath. You don't have to breathe any more slowly or any more deeply than you do naturally. It's just about noticing, just about paying attention to the breath and allowing it to welcome you into your body and into the present moment. And now I'd like for you to bring to mind an image. And this can be either yourself when you were a teenager, or if you prefer, it could also be a stereotypical teenager, teenage icon of some sort. Whatever for you is going to best bring to mind an embodiment or a real felt sense of the presence and the attitude of being a teenager. And it could also be a representation of your inner teenager, which I believe we all still have, hanging out inside of us somewhere. When you have that image brought into your mind's eye, I want you to take a moment and just check it out. Just hang out with this past self or this inner self or this icon or stereotype. And just remember what it's like. Take a look at the posture and the attitude and everything that this being is embodying. As you do that, harken back to our description of willfulness and see if you can spot that willfulness in this teenage figure standing before you. And now, I'd like for you to do two things with this teenager standing before you. One, I'd like you to try and remember a time that you as a teenager or your inner teenager let go of that stubbornness and had some fun. Maybe enjoyed an outing with family that you didn't think you would, or a school project or assignment or trip. Just something that you expected to be kind of shitty, kind of boring, uninteresting, but instead turned out to be a good time. Kind of remember what that felt like. Remember the surprise and the enjoyment of that unexpected happiness. Does remembering that change the image in front of you at all? Does this teenager have a different posture or a different expression? I don't know, maybe even different clothing. There's no right or wrong answers. Just curious. Just checking out to see if they look any different or have changed at all by bringing to mind this memory of an unexpected good time. The other thing I'd love for you to do is ask this teenager what it wants. What does it need? What would help it let go of that stubborn, willful stance, posture, attitude? And the hint here is that maybe this is something that will still work for you. Maybe this is something that can still help. Whatever this teenager has to say about what helped it let go in that unexpected moment of joy that you were just recalling, or what would help it let go and enjoy itself in future situations. Again, no right or wrong answers. Just something to bring a sense of curiosity towards. To look at with your own willingness to hear what this part of you has to say, and to consider what you might be able to do to enact what it's asking for, or what it says it needs. Just allow yourself to spend a moment there in conversation, in compassion and empathy. With this oftentimes stubborn and willful part of yourself, just be and see if you can't eke out some wisdom about what might help it and you be more willing in the future. When you feel done with that image, with that conversation, with that time, you can go ahead and let that picture fade from your mind. Let the teenager sink back into the darkness of your unconscious and come back into the present moment. You might start by tuning back into your breath, or stretching, or rotating joints, or doing whatever you need to do to kind of come back, to let go of your imagination and come back into the present moment, into your body, and into the room. Whenever you feel ready to do so, you can go ahead and open your eyes.